Hey, what's up, everybody? I was just thinking about this. I was watching Mr. Elite's video he just put out, and it was making me think about. It seems like there's three. It seems like there's three different types of men that are stuck in the matrix. You know, in the vaginisty. There's men that we're all born into it, and we're all brainwashed to some degree. But it seems like there's one type of man who just knows their entire life that something's up, that something's not right about it. But they just go with the flow. And, the more knowledge they get, the more chances it are that they'll actually just step right out of it. They'll just snap right out of it and see everything for what it is. And it seems like there's a second type that they can see it, but they don't want to see it. They're content where they're at. Just don't bitch at me too bad. Just leave me alone. I know it sucks, but don't tell me about red pill. Don't tell me about how women really are. I don't want to hear about any of that. Just leave me alone. And generally these are the guys that have that angry response. But deep down they know that what you're saying is the truth. And that's what that anger response is about. It's like, dude, don't keep reminding me. Don't try to snap me out of this fantasy land I'm in. I'm comfortable being here. I'm happy being here. Just leave me alone. I don't want to hear about it. Then of course you have the completely brainwashed end of it. Born into militant feminist families, and just they've had seconds and thirds of that Kool-Aid. And I don't know that they're ever reachable. They're the ones that truly buy into it, truly believe the narrative. And honestly, I think, and I'm not dogging on these people, but I think that a lot of them are just absolutely so blinded by their willful ignorance. They're so blinded by it that they're in that same category where they don't want to see any other side. They don't want to, they're like, how dare you bring any kind of truth to me? I don't want to hear it because I already know the truth. That Kool-Aid's in me. I already know it. But there's a lot of men out there that are kind of jumping between these. Where you got the guy that has some kind of knowledge of it. They don't want to hear it, but all it takes is that one event to snap them out of it. It only takes that one event to show them that what you said was true. And oftentimes it takes their life being wrecked for them to realize that. I mean, that's why a lot of us, we see these SJW, these Captain Save-A-Whore, these guys that are just shimmering white knights on their trusty donkeys. those are the kind of guys that I don't even talk to. There's no point in bringing up anything, because they will attack you, they will fight you to the death before they accept any kind of truth or any kind of knowledge. And that's a really sad place to be, but that's the world we're living in. People hate the truth. They hate when you question any of the narrative that's spouted, the official narrative. I mean, we're in the 1984. I mean, if we're not already in it, we're close. Where if anyone questions the narrative, you're attacked without mercy. You're harassed. And next step will be physical attacks. The next step will be physical persecution. And that's already happening as well. So it's pointless. But those first two types of guys can still be reached. The types of men that are aware, that can actually see another side of things, can actually gain new knowledge, that won't just reject everything that has been spouted at them. So that's the first step to true knowledge and true wisdom, is to be able to open your ears and open your eyes and accept a different viewpoint than yourself, and be able to discuss it in a civil manner, and be able to take things, I agree with that, I don't agree with that. But the temper tantrum arguments, there's no reaching anybody like that. That's why arguing with the majority of women is a complete exercise in futility, because they do not have the ability to see your side of anything. They don't have the ability to realize that there's other people's opinions other than their own, or the other opinions other than the spouted narrative. And I think a lot of this boils down to, and I hate to say it, I think a lot of it boils down to, intelligence level, and the openness of your mind, your ability to actually take in and absorb new things. Because I don't see that a lot at all. Not nowadays. You just don't see people wanting to take knowledge in. And I think once you as a man start to open your mind and just say, hey, I'm going to take in knowledge, and I'm going to take it into my brain, I'm going to sort it out, I like this makes sense, this has evidence to back it up, this doesn't, toss it, and you start reason and logic. We need to get back to it. And by any means possible, try to snap other people out of the matrix. So you see that moment where they go, wow, I never thought about it like that. I mean, I had a friend of mine that I was talking to, and he kept agreeing with me, and he started soaking in knowledge. He's like, yeah, and I checked into that, and yeah, you're right about that. And I said, look, it's, knowledge is there. I'm giving you what I know out of my brain. You go to any other MGTOW channel and just take what you take the knowledge that you get and just take little bits from every channel, every source of information, and just start building your brain. And eventually you'll be able to reach others with absolutely no fear of being, outwitted. You have all this knowledge, and generally you're going to go up against people who have very little knowledge or don't even care about it. But I feel like I reached another man in the past couple weeks and showed him what was going on, and he accepted it without having that angry response. And it is possible, but there's guys out there who's never heard about MGTOW. They've never heard of any of this yet. And we got to get it out there. So, just my thoughts, spouting off at the mouth. I'll catch y'all later.